What's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be doing another breakdown of another person. This time we have Jordan Welch. I'm going to be breaking down exactly how he made roughly $400,000, give or take, in just an hour to two. So this video is going to be very simple. We're going to break down the exact system that he used, and he used a live event system. For those of you that don't know what this means, basically, in fancy terms, he just used a webinar. So he used a webinar for this system, and it's exactly what we're going to be breaking down in this video. We're going to be going over how he got the traffic, how he actually structured the funnel, the backend marketing that he did, the webinar presentation itself and how it was structured, and then the backend sales. And by the way, I suggest you guys stick to the end because there's a special method that he's using to get sales on the backend that I haven't really seen other people do. And I'll be breaking that down, of course, over here, as you guys can see in the end of this video. So if you guys want to find out what that special method is and how he's actually collecting more money on the backend, make sure to stick around until the end so that you can find out what it is and implement it for yourself. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So first off, of course, let's break down how the system actually works. There's three parts to the system, right? There is the promotion period, which is the first part, collecting cash on the front end, which is the second part, and then collecting cash on the back end, which is the last part. Now, the promotion period is the longest part always. In this case, the promotion period was 8 days. Okay. He started running ads a little bit before this, but roughly the promotion period was around 8 days long. It was 8 days because he announced the webinar on September 30th. So, 8 days after that, it took place. And then there was collecting cash on the front end, which is the actual webinar itself, which was roughly 1 hour. And then collecting cash on the back end, which is roughly 5 days. Now, it all starts off with traffic. So here we have three things: Instagram, YouTube, and meta ads. Okay. Instagram and YouTube already leveraging his organic traffic, which is good, but then ads is going to make him a lot more money. So on September 30th, he publicly announced the webinar. He said, I'm hosting a live event, join, sign up here. And then he opened the funnel publicly, right? He had it inside of his bio in his Instagram. Let me change the color of this real quick. He had the inside of his bio of his Instagram. He had it in his YouTube channel descriptions for every single video. And yeah, so that's how he launched it up on Instagram. I'm going to go over the story sequences he used in a second, but that's what he did on September 30th. And then September 25th, a couple days before that, he started the paid ads promotion. So as you guys can see here, Jordan Welch, this is his Facebook ads account in the Meta Ads library. There was over 100 creatives active at the time. And if we scroll back to the earliest ad creative, as you guys can see over here, September 25th is when he first started the ads. September 25th, then he had a bunch of other ones as well. And he was doing both video images or video ads and also static ads as well. As you guys can see here, he had static ad creatives, like picture ones, and then he also had videos. They tested a bunch of different things. As you guys can see, there was a good combination of both of them. It wasn't just videos or pictures, it was both. So September 25th, he started running paid ads. September 30th, he publicly announced the funnel. Now, how did he actually go ahead and do this? So obviously the only YouTube video he posted during this promotion period was I bought $1,000 or $1 million Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. This video happened to get 141,000 views, right? And it was only posted 8 days ago from now. I'm recording this on Friday, October 10th. This video was posted October 2nd, and it has 141,000 views. And this is at the time I checked. I don't even know how many it has now. So in this video, he had the link to his masterclass, his live event. Inside of every other video that he has, he had the link to it there. So he was funneling traffic from all of his YouTube videos ever that he posted recently. Like, you can see the view counts on these, man. Ridiculous. Funneling all the traffic from those videos into the live event. Next up, on Instagram, he actually announced it through a story sequence, which is of course the best way. Starts off with two lifestyle pictures. First one, quick Skyline GTR. I think this is Bulgari. I'm not sure 100%. Dior seems like whatever, but you guys get the point. Lambo, Nissan GTR. Next picture, Lambo posted up outside the McDonald's. Then he had the third slide, which is social proof, right? So as you guys can see, Daniel, this is the guy that he did the video with in person. He did like a live case study with Daniel for 30 days. Screenshot of Daniel, screenshot of some more results. Boom, boom, boom. First sale, complete beginners. Then another picture. Here he actually gives some context. On October 8th, I'll be hosting a free live event where I'll teach you how to launch your own AI comm store and start making sales in your first week. Second slide, if you ever want to make money online, this is the best place to start. It's the best business model for beginners. So it was catered towards beginners that want to make money online and basically just earn an income online. And it was very beginner friendly. Last slide, link to register, limited seats available. Super simple stuff, right? That's how he actually promoted it. Now, there was two more story sequences that he used after he first launched the webinar publicly, that he went ahead and did to collect more opt-ins and collect more signups. So this is the second one. We just had this is kind of like a pattern interrupt, to be honest, because nobody really sees this on a daily basis on the Instagram stories. But you're officially invited Wednesday, October 8th, 7 p.m., free live event, new strategy called AI commerce. So this is really good for a unique mechanism because he goes ahead and he presents it as a new opportunity, which is super helpful when you're running live events and webinars, because this way you're going to get more people to show up because there's more hype around it. Everybody wants to find out what the new opportunity is, how it works, and basically what it is in itself. So they're all going to show up to the event when you have like a new opportunity. When you keep rinsing out the exact same thing every single time and there's nothing new every now and then, your webinars are going to die down. People are not going to opt in. People are not going to show up. Right, there's a lot of things that go into actually getting a good opt-in rate and a good show-up rate to your events in general, whether it's like a 3-day challenge, 5-day challenge, a webinar, just a live event in general, whatever you might be running. There's a lot of things that go into it, but one of the main things is the opportunity itself and essentially how new it is. So on the slide here, it's like I'll be showing you how, live, how we use AI to take a new store from 0 to 2K a day. Like guys, 2K a day, 60K a month. With these profit margins, it's not that much money. So as you guys can see, like this is literally catered towards beginners. Like only beginners would look at this type of shit and be like, oh my God, 2K a day, how do I do this? Because, like they haven't really experienced a lot more things in online money. Now, the last slide obviously was another pic of the SVJ and just a link to register. And of course, in both story sequences, they always have to have that fake scarcity. Limited seats available, limited seats available. Then he did one more story sequence. This one over here was more same thing. Starts off with social proof, link to register, tells you what the event is going to be about, when it is, what time, all that stuff. Last slide, I'll be going over the exact strategy we helped complete beginner go from 0 to his first 100K in under 90 days with AI. Click here to register. So he did a total of 3 story sequences to go ahead and actually promote this event to his audience and get people to sign up from his Instagram stories. Now, that covers the traffic end of things, right? Now we're on the actual funnel itself. What did it look like? So of course, it all starts off with an opt-in page. These opt-in pages are all structured a very similar way. They have a good headline and a good sub-headline. This is like the first thing that people see, kind of like the hook, so you really want to make it good. Then there's an opt-in CTA, the date it's happening, how many hours left, countdown. Usually people will have something like this where it's like 348 or 500 tickets left, or, join 500 plus people worldwide. This is for urgency to make people want to opt in even more. Then there's usually a VSL. And then there's an info session where they kind of learn what they're going to actually go over in the webinar. Then more urgency, another CTA to opt in. And yeah, that's the opt in page that he ran here. Obviously, once you click on the opt in CTAs, it takes you to this page here where name, last name, email, and phone number, and then the checkbox. And yeah, that's essentially all there was the opt in page. Now, once you opt in, there's a thank you page. The thing that surprised me the most about this webinar and their backend marketing is there was no WhatsApp group. There was emails, but there wasn't an insane amount of emails, and they weren't that crazy. All it was for the thank you page was literally just check your email, mark your calendar. No VSL, no WhatsApp group, like literally just check your email, mark your calendar. That's it. So very surprising, but I guess when you have the amount of reach that someone like Jordan Welch has and the amount of authority, you really don't need to put that much effort into the branding part and the actual marketing of the webinar itself. People will just show up because you're Jordan Welch. Like, oh my God, it's Jordan Welch. I'm going to show up. Right. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, when it comes to the headline, they had this headline, they had the next steps, some screenshots of case studies. Then, this is a very important part that everybody should be having in their thank you pages. Frequently asked questions. The reason you have to have this is because this is going to allow you to handle so many objections like, I might be a little late. Can I still join? Why did he create this training? Who even is Jordan Welch? How is this training different from other stuff? Will this training be worth my time? The training is too long. Can I attend part of it? How long is the training? Is the training really free? Why? Like, it handles certain objections that would prevent people from showing up otherwise, right? So the whole point here is just to get people on that event. Because once they're on the event, the sale is pushed forward. That's the main part here, the main goal. Now, that wraps up the funnel. Now let's go into the back end marketing. Obviously, as you guys can see, there's no WhatsApp group. There's only emails and there's the SMS, but it's all good. When it comes to the SMS, I'm gonna go over that first because there wasn't that much SMS. So the SMS only started on October 8th. On October 8th, the first reminder went out. Reminder 1, day of event. Very first reminder. Jordan Welch, name tonight I'll reveal at 7 p.m. I'll reveal the beginner-friendly AI com store where AI does 90% of the work. Second one, reminder 2, day of event. In 1 hour, I'll reveal the beginner-friendly AI com store system. Reminder 3, day of event. Here's where they had the actual the link to the event. Yeah, sorry about that. They had the link to the event right there. Then reminder 4, day of event. They had another one. 17 seats left. People are like, oh my god, I have to join now. Reminder number 5. Reminder number 6. And that's where it ends right there. So essentially, there were 6 reminders on the day of the event. Some of them went out after the event went live. 2 of them went out before the event went live. But SMS was not very relied on heavily. What they relied on heavily here as the bread and butter of their marketing campaign for this event was emails. Okay. When it comes to emails, obviously it starts off with a welcome email always, like, oh, your spot is secured, or here's a confirmation for your spot, etc. Always starts off with a welcome email, right? Then they went ahead and, oh, I made a typo here. This was on September 30th, but this is a case study email. So he's rinsing the hell out of Daniel, which is the guy that he invited to his crib to kind of film a video. Gave a case study update on that. And then there was a personal email after that to kind of build some connection with him. A value email, another value email, a CTA email, another CTA email. So these value emails were actually belief shifting emails. They weren't meant to actually tell you what to do, how to do it. It was meant to break limiting beliefs. That's the whole point of email campaigns in this type of instances. Another case study email was Daniel himself again. Then there was an objection email. So there was one where it's like, oh, my DMs are getting destroyed with questions. So let me address your biggest concerns. I don't have any tech skills or business experience. Can I really do this? That addresses a limiting belief. Another objection that people might have. Another belief shifting email. You guys get the point. Like, these emails were definitely very well placed because they shifted a lot of beliefs. They educated people and they kind of nurtured them in the way that they wanted them to before the event. So very smart. But in total, I don't even know how many emails this is, but probably 20, I'd say. Close to 20, give or take. Yeah. So that's what they did for backend marketing, right? They had all of these emails and they had some SMS sequences that went out from the day that the person opted in all the way until October 8th. So there were 7 reminder emails on the day of the event. Can you guys believe that, man? Like, bro, this is just absurd. October 6th, the first reminder email, and then October 7th, the second reminder email. And then from there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 emails from 24 hours before the event up to the event actually being live, where they just CTA'd the event and told people, yo, you got to show up. Crazy. But I can guarantee they probably had a good show up rate. So back-end marketing, that's what they did, right? So we've covered the funnel, the traffic, and the back-end marketing. Now it's the actual webinar itself. How does it work? What was the structure? What did he go over? Let's talk about it. So it all starts off with the opportunity. He goes to the opportunity. He talks about oh, you can go ahead and do AI commerce now. You don't have to use whatever, you don't have to think about what to pick and how to run ads. Just AI does it for you. Then he goes over his story. As you guys can see, where I started. Grew up in South Florida, raised by a single mom in a 600 square foot home with 5 people. Mom supported me and my 2 siblings on $24K a year. Wasn't born into money, a college dropout. So it's he gives you the background of the story. He shows you that he's human. He kind of relates with you. And he shows you that he was just once like you, right? Then case studies. He went into the case study of the guy, Daniel, once again. Talked about Daniel, talked about the results they got, etc. They went over some more case studies later as well. But then he went to actual value in teaching. So he talked about why AI is the best opportunity to get into e-com and why it's perfect for beginners, why you don't need to spend that much money to get started because AI will just pick everything for you. There's no, trial and error. You don't have to waste money testing products again. He made it seem like a no-brainer to go ahead and do this just because he was able to frame it as AI does everything for you and you don't have to pick anything. You don't have to think. You just turn your brain off and click in the prompt and it'll just build everything for you. So you're literally just going to print free money. So it seemed like a no-brainer, of course, right? Now, obviously, like I said, they went over more case studies. Now, besides this, they went into the pitch. If you're watching this video and you're a marketer, or you're watching this video and you're just someone who has run their own offer before and you have your own offer going on, this transition to the CTA, to the pitch, right? It's always in a VSL, in a webinar, it's always you have 2 choices. Do nothing and waste the opportunity, or give it a try and go all in and take a bet on yourself. Every single time, same script. But of course, he ran that same script here, and he went ahead and did the same thing. Now, when it comes to the CTA, AI Commerce Academy, he went over all the bonuses before this. It's like, oh, you get a consultation with this guy, you get this, you get this. Everything would be $11,000 if you purchased it, or $5,000. Or I don't know the exact number. I don't know what $5,000 is. I swear he said 11,000. But anyways, he said that. Oh, he said $5,000 because he was like, oh, the regular price is 5,000, but exclusively for the viewers who are stuck to the end of the presentation, they get it for 1997 only for now. And if they buy right now, they get some bonuses as well. Like, it's crazy how much urgency and fear he was inciting into this, because I'm going to get into that now, right? He spoke about how this offer is only for the people on the event, and if you get it right now, then you get the bonuses. There was one guy who's like typed in the chat, he's like, I'm on the checkout page right now. And let's just say the guy's name was John, right? I don't remember his name, but he was like, hey John, like, yeah, just to let you know, by the way, if you're on the checkout page right now and you buy right now, you'll still get the bonuses, bro. So like, no worries. Like, bro, it's crazy how much scarcity he was putting into this and how much like FOMO he was making people feel. But at the end of the day, that's how these events work, right? So another thing he did for FOMO, urgency, and scarcity was he popped up a red slide on the screen, and he was like, the red slide said like, editing team, delete this. And he's like, yes, guys, for everybody paying attention right now, we're going to go over something that my editing team told me not to do. And they're going to delete this part out of the event so that nobody can watch it in the replay. And it's like, he just went over some like bonuses that he's going to go over or something like that. It was nothing crazy, but it just makes people think like, oh my God, Jordan's going to show us something he's not supposed to, some secret, right? So that's essentially the whole webinar. And then he just did a Q&A session after, just like every other live event does. And then, yeah, from there, he went ahead and he bought. Or he didn't go ahead and he bought, but he went ahead and he finished it up, right? So that wraps up the entire webinar. Now we have gone through the promotion period, collecting cash on the front end, and collecting cash on the back end. Or we're about to go over collecting cash on the back end. That's what we're on now. So for back end sales, once he CTA'd, it went to a direct checkout page first. That's the first place it went to. This is the direct checkout page. He was using WAP, 1700 one-time purchase, get access, just a regular WAP checkout link. The description, some reviews. Somehow there's only 25 reviews. And then FAQs and stuff, right? Really simple WAP checkout link. But here is where things get interesting. Here is where he used a really kind of different way to get sales on the back end. He used something that I would call an evergreen system. And I don't call this evergreen because he's going to milk it for the rest of life. I call it evergreen because he's going to be able to reuse the exact thing that he did once again. So what he did was on October 8th, he went ahead and he gave another email. And in this email, it was like, yo, name, last night's AI Com Masterclass was absolutely insane. Or on October 9th. Sorry about that. This is October 9th, not October 8th. Another typo. So on October 9th, he gave another email. He's like, the event was flooded, whatever, crazy. And then he's like, oh, my inbox has been getting flooded. Jordan, when can you do this again? Best training I've ever attended. Please run it back. My mind is blown. I need to see the game with my friend. Honestly, wasn't planning on doing this anytime soon, but the feedback's been so crazy that my team convinced me to run an encore. So we're doing the exact same AI Com Masterclass live this Sunday, October 12th at 3 p.m. EST. Same content, same energy, same strategies. If you were there, bring a friend. If you miss this, is your second chance, probably your last. So obviously you have the incentive for them to go ahead and sign up, which is, the free winning product research prompt, which is the exact same thing they got in the first event as well. So it's like, there's only one possibility that there can be here, right? Especially given the landing page, which I'm going to show you in a sec. There's only one possibility here, and that's that they're just taking the replay of the event and running it back again as an evergreen kind of webinar. And whoever shows up there, they're going to watch the live event and they're just going to get to collect sales. And it's going to be like, I think there's a live chat replay. I'm not sure how it works on Zoom webinars. I think there might be, I'm not 100% sure. But essentially, people will just get to see the live replay and think it's happening live, which is crazy because they didn't have to do it twice, right? And then today, actually, this is supposed to be October 10th, he went ahead and had another email. He's like, hey, Naeem, just checking in. Since we got such overwhelming positive feedback, we're doing a live encore Sunday, October 12th. This is perfect for you if you missed the last one or maybe you want to rewatch it live with a friend. So obviously he said rewatch it. Like, it's going to be the same thing. Just checking if you managed to sign up. If not, here's a link you can use. Can't wait to see you Sunday, Jordan. So those were the two emails he had going out so far now. Of course, today's only October 10th. The event goes live October 12th, so I'm 100% certain there's going to be more emails. I'm just not waiting on for them because I already know what they're going to be like. Either way, you guys get the point. But then from the email, it just goes to the opt-in page again. Guys, same exact opt-in page. Same exact opt-in page. Some of the copies kind of tweaked here. Only thing that's a major difference is the date that's happening. Sunday, October 12th. The countdown timer is different. That's it. Other than that, the exact same format. They have the VSL, the information section, the same urgency. Like, guys, 349 or 500 tickets left. They have the same exact thing again. Only thing that's different is they went ahead and they just replaced the dates and the countdown timer. That's it. So that's the opt-in page, obviously. Once you click on the opt-in CTAs, it brings you to the same pop-up. Then the thank you page. Now, thank you page, exact same thing again. They went over the next steps. They had the headline. They had case studies. And they had FAQs and objection handles. That's it, right? As you guys can see, exact same FAQs as well. So what he's going to do here is he's going to have people watch the replay and basically get people to sign up for that, and then also CTA them in that replay to the direct checkout link, if I'm not wrong, and collect even more cash on that. Like, he's probably going to make 500K off this thing in total, to be honest with you guys. But that's essentially the entire system. Like, it's super simple. No need to overcomplicate it. We went over the whole entire system that he used and how he did everything from top to bottom, from traffic to getting money on the back end. That's the entire system, right? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys found some value in this video, honestly. Hope you guys learned a thing or two. If you're someone who has an info offer that's already doing like 30 to 50K a month and you want to go ahead and take it to the next level, I'm talking 100K a month, 200K a month. Basically, you just want to scale your offer. I do this system fully done for you. You know, you're an offer owner and you want to go ahead and scale your info business and you want this implemented fully done for you. Go ahead, just DM me on Instagram and we can have a chat about that. Other than that, like I said, hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like button. Just show some support. You get the idea. That's all. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, take care. Peace.